All right. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Real thing. How is everyone doing? Um, how have been these solar flares for you guys? It's been interesting. It's been interesting. We're getting a lot of energy coming in right now, and it's been bringing a lot of insight though into a lot of the shifts that are taking place right now. I have noticed that, again, like I think I would have mentioned it in a previous video, actually being able to like feel more of the collective. At first I kind of, like, at first it starts out as like me not being too sure if that's what I'm feeling, if this is maybe just a perception. It is a perception that I'm having, right? But yeah, that. But at the same time, it's being confirmed in what I'm observing as well. So it's it's something very subtle. It's very, very subtle in the body. It's in the body, and you can feel this like swaying of opinion in the body, but it's not yours, or it's not mine. It feels more of like a collective body. Again, we are connected, right? So a lot of our energies would be connected to a tree branch of energies, whether it be our higher self or our dimensional aspects, or collective social memory complex, as Ra in the Law of One would mention. I think it's a social memory complex. Yeah, and so the energetic synthesis in our bioenergetic system is being upgraded right now through the solar flare activity, which is connected into the stellar activation cycle that we're actually experiencing for a while now, right? Maybe about a couple decades or so. But we're moving into the deeper processes of the energy that's taking place right now. And I was reading an article about 2 days ago, and it was explaining how scientists have just discovered a new type of frequency that's coming from the sun. And again, we're being exposed to a lot of new energies, and I was feeling it for a while, right? But it's something about like my logical mind actually like getting, sometimes like needing these confirmations, right? I'm still scientific, yeah. So I try to keep that balance between the intuitive mind and feeling, and also the like somewhat scientific, right? Even if it's esoteric science, because we know that like the mainstream, yeah. But it's interesting to observe the changes that are taking place right now with the sun that we're experiencing, right? You see it? And a lot of these frequencies that we're being exposed to, that are changing our bioenergetic system, our energy body architecture is being upgraded. And I was shown an analogy earlier where as these energies come in, we're required to plug in, whether it be plugging into the earth, right? Getting getting your feet on the ground, or plugging into yourself. Because I know that there are many people out there that aren't able to, they don't have like the greenery and it's hard to I guess like get out in nature if you're living in the city. And these connections are also found within ourselves, because we are a part of nature. And so these connections are found within, always. And so the analogy that I got was, as these upgrades come in, is like a firmware update for a phone. When your phone is upgrading, or your computer, your laptop is being upgraded, you would see like a little notice saying to make sure that your system is plugged in to either a outlet, and that you don't turn off the device, or or that you have your percentage is at a certain level. They said 30%. And that kind of reminded me of the whole 100 monkey effect, or morphic resonance, where they're like a set of individuals that have kind of like figured out something, or process the energy, process a way of doing something. And this resonance resonates into the collective unconscious, right? The collective, same energy that I believe that I'm feeling as well too, that I know I'm feeling. And the analogy that I got is that we're to ensure that we have like this, like a certain percentage, right? Let's say 30%, 20%, 30%, 40%. And you would hear other speakers, other guides speak on this, that there's a certain threshold that would have been required for the collective consciousness to shift into a different timeline. This is why it's this whole tug of war scenario going on, right? Vying for the attention of others, vying for your energy with certain distractions, with certain types of realities that many different people are trying to like paint and show you that this is the way it's gonna go, and XYZ and all that stuff. But bring it back here, bring it back to your heart, bring it back to where you are, right? Bring it back to where you're feeling the energy. And the energy is right now, it's culminating into a greater shift of awareness as these solar frequencies come in. So the analogy is to anchor your consciousness, right, into yourself, into the nature of yourself, the core of your being, and allow these upgrades to move through your energetic system. So I would have talked before in a previous video about the blue, like a blue energy moving through and changing the synchrotones, upgrading the tonal signals of the cellular structure, which would then change it's really the tonal changes of the energetic system in the crystal body, upgrading the connection of the silicate matrix within the system, right? And it goes through the whole process into the cells and all that stuff. And right now we are anchoring those frequencies that are coming in, those new frequencies, and it's rippling out into the world. We're having a greater effect right now on the collective consciousness through tuning into our frequency, our uniqueness more. And you could feel it in the energy right now as it comes in. You could feel it in the wind, in nature. You could feel it in yourself if you allow yourself to tune in. Yeah. Right here checking to see if my phone's still there recording. Okay. Yeah, my memory. I got so many videos like all kind. Like I've been like just documenting everything that been going on in the world, right? And just saving the videos and putting them in folders and stuff like that. So I gotta do some organizing, but yeah. But yeah, tune into you. Tune into your core, right? And be. So I'll leave it at that. Yeah.